Hello, Stephen. How are you today?
Oh, nice to see you again, Doctor. Well, actually, not too good, really.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, the problem is, I work on TV shows and stuff.
Yes.
Well, another character I play is Burt. Burt is my nickname. Everybody calls me Burt. It's fun. And Burt has become my alter ego. I become Burt, the character Burt. But I fear that somehow Burt is taking over.
In what way do you mean this?
Well, sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll think, that's what Burt might have said, or Burt would have done this, or sometimes I put myself in Burt's position and think, I'm Burt, what would he do? And to be honest, it is getting me very confused.
Well, I can see how it could be quite confusing. Can you go into more detail?
Well, actually, it's not just the fact that I've become Burt, but Burt has actually become a person of his own, totally independent of me.
Right.
He has become an amalgamation of my persona, a combat of my feelings, and he has become an entirely different entity to me, independent of my own thoughts.
Yes, this seems like a classic case of schizophrenia.
Well, that's what I thought at first, until I saw him walking about, embodied independently. He has become a corporeal being, independent of my body actions. And the final straw was when I saw him walking about and taking over my show. What do you say to that then, Doctor?
Betty, could you cancel the rest of my appointments for the rest of the day? I'm going to be on this session for a long time.
Steve Show, what can I say? It's ding dang do, it's Steve Show, it's a bit like the comedy show. And here's your host, Stephen Ree.
Okay, Stephen, let's go back a bit. What's been going on in recent months?
Well, to be frank with you, Doctor, I've been under a lot of stress. My son's in a coma. I'm waiting for him to come out of it. And I have the pressure at the same time of trying to produce a great show. I've got this stress in the back of my mind all the time. Not only that, but I've recently written off my car, had thousands of pounds worth of bills, and my mind seems to think that it cannot cope with the emotion, the stress and the pressure. But apart from that, I'm fine.
Would you say you care more about the expression or the way Steve's show is presented rather than the fact your son is in a coma?
Well, of course. I'm a professional, you know, and the show must go on.
Okay, we've talked about how the problem started. We've talked about how you feel that you are under stress and all that. Let's go back to this apparition, or what was his name? Burt. Tell me about Burt.
Burt. Burt. Dirty Uncle Bertie, we called him sometimes. Burt is one of my wonderful...
Go back to... Why Dirty Uncle Burt? Tell me expressively why Dirty Uncle Burt.
Burt is the person that I would like to be. Burt is everything. Burt is good. Burt gets the girls. Burt plays the guitar. Burt sings. Burt is wonderful. I'd love to be Burt. He's my character. But, in some ways, Burt is me. But, now, I am Burt.
But you were going on about how he's separated from you somehow. Like, how he's become a separate entity. How does that work out? If Burt has separated himself from you, then surely you are no longer Burt. You are just Steve. That must make you feel like you are not able to fully interpret yourself. You feel like you're incomplete without Burt.
Doctor, the way I feel about it is, I am Stephen Burt, and he is Burt Stephen. Stephen Burt, Stephen Burt, Stephen. Do you see what I mean?
Not really.
It's hard to... The way I imagine it is this.
Yes.
And this is my only way of explanation. My only theory is that because I love Burt so much as a character and wish to be him, somehow I have from within created Burt, and he has become a person. A person as real as you and me. A person who walks around and talks and walks and sings and shags women.
Have you ever thought that Burt, the inner person that is within you,
Inner
Burt.
Burt.
could well be your dark side, your inner self, your arch nemesis, in other words. It's the evil within you, and it extracted itself because you are actually a good person. And this metaphor, whatever the word is, he has extracted himself because he is the alpha and you're the beta. Zalpha, alpha, belpha, malpha. Anyway.
Omega.
But anyway.
But, in some ways, you're wrong. Burt isn't evil. Burt is good. Burt is everything that I would want to be. Burt is God. Burt is lovely. Burt is kind. Burt is a little shagger.
You say Burt is God? Could you interpret that for me?
Burt to me is the person that I follow. He is the embodiment of what I would want to be. Burt is Burt. I am Steve. Burt is part of me and the embodiment of what I would want to be. Hang on a second. The light's bright in here. I think I need to, I think I need to put my glasses on. Burt, Burt's a good guy. Burt's the guy that I'd like to be. But he's not me. But he has become me. And he's taking over me. But I wouldn't mind that. But he's pissed off on his own and left me behind.
I've noticed you've put on a pair of dark glasses now. Why have you put on these glasses? Is there any particular reason why you've put on these glasses?
It was very bright in here, I thought.
It is not bright at all. It's
Well,
regular light.
You know, I've got this urge.
You've got this urge, yes,
Yes.
yes.
I want to go and pick up a guitar.
I'm sorry, there is no guitars.
But I can see one just over there.
They've been removed from the building.
I feel a bit strange. I feel suddenly good. I feel absolutely wonderful. What were we talking about, Doctor?
We were talking about a guitar.
Oh, I've got loads of those in my car. Shall I go one out and play it?
Stephen?
Yeah, he's here somewhere. He's there. He's there.
Am I understanding right that I am talking to Burt?
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
See, no. Keep sitting.
Nice to meet you, Doctor. Burt here. What can I tell you about Burt? Dr. Burt. Uncle Dr. Bertie. I feel great. I'll tell you what. I need a drink. Oh, look, there's one there. Thank God for that. Cheers, Doctor. How are you?
Burt, can I... Are you to assume that you are holding a glass in your hand?
Yes. Is Steve around? I'd love to see my mate Steve. He's absolutely fantastic. He's one of the best. He's one of the people that I'd like to be. He's such a good guy.
I'm beginning to understand this case.
What case?
This case that,
I thought I'd come round for a piss-up.
Right. Could I, speak to Stephen, please?
Well, to be honest, Doc, I think he's gone on holiday. He told me. He said, I'm going for a trip. Going see the world. And I love that. I love that in a man. If he's independent, he wants to go on a trip, wow, that's great. I support him.
I'm really wondering what to do with this case. It's very complex. It's like
a suitcase.
Yes, like a suitcase.
Or a briefcase.
Or a briefcase. It's like you've got one, you've got the case, and in two, you've got all the stuff that's shoved in the case. It's all zipped up inside. It's all locked in there, like
a head case.
Like a head case. That is exactly what I was trying to say.
Oh, I don't understand what you're getting at. To be honest,
Steve.
Thanks for the drink, but where's the party starting? Where's the women? I'm a shagger, don't you? I love the women.
Steve is the suitcase, and you are the files and folders that go in the suitcase.
I am Burt, the man. I am the talentedest person in the whole planet. I can play guitar, I can sing, I can tell jokes. I'm a superstar. So, why is that a file?
Do you fancy going for a drink?
I've already got one, mate. Do you want to join me?
Yes, let's go to the pub.
Where's the nearest one?
Just down the road.
I've got my new convertible outside. Step in, we'll go to the pub.
Okay then, let's go.
After you.
No, after you, I insist.
No. After you.
No, after you, I insist.
Listen, I am God. After you.
Okay. Let's go.
I think Steve might have gone on a Caribbean cruise,
Yes, really?
Good for him. He deserves it. He's a great guy.
one more time.